Going on, guys? It's me, Troy, and I'm here again, of course, with another video. And today I'm gonna be doing, I don't know if I should call it a tag video, but it's kind of a video that I've always wanted to do as regards to those who love mysteries, where we're going to play with building our own dream protagonist. It's for all you mystery lovers out there. You can participate, and I'm going to give you the questions and just, build your dream protagonist. So the first thing to make a protagonist, we're going to need a name, right? Now, I've actually did a Kindle chapter of a Kindle where I named my character Aisha Tony. Aisha is my sister's middle name, and Tony is my father's last name, except I spelled them differently. So her name would be Aisha Tony. I just like that name. And plus it made me think of Tony Braxton. So then when you're building a protagonist, you need a reason for the protagonist to get caught up in the whole mystery, the murder mystery. I have this thing where if I could write a mystery, number one, I would write a cozy series, because I feel like with a cozy series I can get away with a little bit more as regards the investigative process. But on top of that, I would love to write, most definitely, a private eye novel featuring my said character. The only reason that I think the private eye novel would be harder is because I have to keep up with, and I'm so meticulous that I have to understand a lot of different areas of law. With the cozy, you can kind of swim around some of that stuff. So the reason that my character would get mixed up in a crime if I was to write a private eye novel, I just really like the idea of someone coming to her office and relaying all these different moments of being haunted by some past crime, some cold case, or something new, really, as well. But the link would always be something that has to do with church. I know that's weird, right? Some people will say Hollywood, some people will say some construction zone, but it's always been kind of church to me. I just feel like that there's a lot that you can explore with that topic, as well as setting and community-wise. There's a lot of different secrets that, people of the church could give out to our protagonist. So that's probably what I would do. Now we have to look at the appearance of the main protagonist. We're building a character here. Without a shadow of a doubt, she would be a carbon copy of Pam Grier circa 1975 or 76 or whatever year. I can't get specific at the moment. That links Pam Grier to the blaxploitation films that the icon, just the whole icon of it all. We're talking just that would be her appearance without a shadow of a doubt. And with various forms of hairstyle, because we like to play with hair. So what would be your character's present situation, financial situation? I would definitely put my character in debt, because I don't want her to be too perfect. I want her to be someone that people can relate to, and debt is like a major thing, and that also puts a little bit more impetus in her, being strident when it comes to solving these cases that she has to pay debt off. So we can think credit card debt or whatever, but I think that what's important to me is to have a character who's been broken down by life, who has been disappointed by life, and who is taking this moment as it regards, a cold case or a profession as a private eye, or even just, like I said, a cozy situation, but taking that moment to pull herself out of the things that she's been struggling with, whether it's, losing a house, losing a family member, that's another thing, being in debt. So those real life things I would like to see come alive and blossom out of my character, which I know how I am. She ain't gonna be losing a love interest. She ain't got time for that. Having a character who pulls herself out of some very real life situations, coupling that with her compassion for giving some relief to other individuals, for bringing justice to people's lives. That would be my character right there. So what would be her background? You can play with that a lot, but I really want to make a character who grew up with a background such as myself. Lower to middle class, housing projects, public schools, have a lot of interactions growing up with community centers and programs, the stuff that they don't want us to have anymore. Yeah. And volunteer work, that will be her background. She would be very close to my bones. I won't say she's me, of course, because, you know, I'm a man, regardless of what people think, okay? But, that will be her background. I can't really put a character in some shoes that I'm not familiar with. You know, I would find that so difficult. She wouldn't come from this vanilla ice cream background where she had the perfect parents and the perfect education. I would actually limit her education, to be honest with you. Now, to build a character, we have to think about their talents and their skills and their capabilities and their values. That I'm not 100% sure of yet. That would take some thinking, but I will have to make sure that there's something additionally special about her aside from her ability to solve puzzles. Although that's really important to me, is her to be able to like calculate and solve puzzles. That's something I should have mentioned, but I don't quite know what her talents would be. But it would have to be something that's opposite of her role as an investigator. You know, you could say I could say something like she's a florist. But one of the running things that I do have in mind is I would like her to be, because this would help her interact with more people, is I would like her to work as a volunteer, but like a humanitarian organization, you know, like Alcoholics Anonymous organization, although I wouldn't make her an alcoholic because you know, I just wouldn't do that. But a AIDS prevention organization, cancer survivors, you know, I want her to have something on the side from all the investigative work that grounds her as a person. So that's very important to me. Now we have to look at personality. How would my character's personality be? It would be similar to my own. Don't have time for the foolishness. Don't have time for the BS, but also know how to read a room and know when it's time for cracking jokes, when it's time to be quirky and witty. I'm one of those people, like, you won't have any problems out of me as long as you stay out of my way. You can not like what I do, but you gotta stay out of my way. Those are the questions that I wanted to present as my Build Your Investigator tag. And I can't wait to see what you guys' response is, as I think that this will be a good time for us to just kind of, I don't know, glamorize the life of an investigator to each other and what it is that we look for in protagonists within our series. So anyway, that's it.